Okay, in this lesson we will see how we can create the hip joint and the spine joints, and we will complete the rig. So far we have created the controls for the legs, the controls for the arms. So for leg we have used inverse kinematics IK, and for the hands we're using forward kinematics FK, so that here we will have to select these joints to make the arms move, and here we can select the leg control, and that will help us to move the leg. So let's start with the hip control. The hip control is going to be the root or the main control for the entire body. So as you can see, when I select the root or the hip joint, the entire body will move. Now this slight glitch is because of the IK handle that is there, which we will fix while we do the spine joints. So I will start with a circle. You can make it bigger. I'm slightly going to modify this by picking up these controls, and I'm going to scale them down. Okay, something like that. So that is going to act as my root joint. I'll hide the geometry, turn on point snap, bring it up till the hip. Okay, now depending on your liking, you can make it smaller or bigger. Now for these skeletons, for the spine, I'm going to create controls that's going to look like arrows. So I'll have to make 1, 2, 3, and 4. Unfortunately, I don't have a joint for the neck. Maybe I'll create one. I'll go to the top, bring this down, okay, and I can have one more joint. I'll go to skeleton joint tool, add up here. So this will act as the head. So I'll select this, shift select this, and press P. Good. So I'll go to the side view, go to create, CV curve tool, options, make sure that's in linear. I'll start to create like this. 1, I'll turn on the grid snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Press enter. Now depending on your liking, you can make it slim or fat, and make it center pivot. I'll bring it down somewhere here. I think it's too big. Might have to make it a little smaller, maybe thinner, maybe longer. Okay, so I'll turn off the grid snap. I'll turn off the geometry. Okay, I'm going to place it somewhere here. Now the important thing to keep in mind is bring the pivot point to the center of the geometry. So I'll press insert key and turn on the point snap. So there you go. Press the insert key again. So that's one job. I will have to freeze the transformation, and I don't have any history information, so not a problem. Let me check if I've frozen the transformation for this. No. We'll do that and delete by type, history. Now let me give names to this. This is going to be CC hip, HIP, and this is going to be CC spine 01. Okay, so I'll have to make a couple of duplicates of this. Control D, bring it up. Okay, so that's snapped there. I will have to freeze the transformation. This is by default named as 02 because I made a duplicate from this. I'll make one more duplicate, bring it up here. Let's check if it's coming in the right place. Okay, good enough. I'll make a couple of more duplicates. So Control D, bring it up. Now before that I have to delete the history, delete the transformation, freeze the transformation. And for this now I will freeze the transformation again. Maybe if you want you can also give a little rotation to put it in a different place. Okay, I'll turn off the point snap because this is for the neck. You can also change the shape if you want, or pull it back just to make it look different because it is the neck. And I will freeze the transformation again. One more duplicate, and that's the last thing. Okay, rotate it further. Okay, and freeze transformation. Okay, so that ends all the controls. Okay, now the same way as we did for the arms, we're also going to have these spine joints as FK, forward kinematics. So we just have to do some little constraints and some parenting. So I'll go ahead and make this constrained with this joint. Constrain, orient constrain. I'll keep this open. And I'll select the next one, select this, orient constrain, select this one, shift select joint, orient constrain, select this one, shift select this, orient constrain, select this, orient, and only for this root joint I will, instead of doing an orient constrain, I will just parent this. So I'll select the joint, shift select the control curve and press P. So that means when I select the control curve everything goes along. Okay, I will turn off this. Okay, and these controls are not moving because we have to make these make them parent. So I can rotate this head sidewise also. Okay, and I'll make this one to be a child of this. Press P, select this one, shift select this one and press P. And let me check this one, shift select this and press P, select this, shift select this, P, select this, shift select this, P. So now I think it's somewhat good. So all of them are moving together. Okay, and these shoulders will still need to get connected. So this shoulder will get connected to this control, press P, and this shoulder will get connected to this control, press P. So that's it. So as you can see, when I select this root joint or hip joint, all the other controls will move along. Okay, that's perfect. So that's all the controls that we have to create. Let me go ahead and turn off my geometry. Let me just make the simple skinning and see how this looks. I'll select the joint, select the mesh, and choose skin, bind skin, smooth bind. So now let me choose this root joint and see. Okay, so the whole joint, the whole character moves along. We move from side to side. I can also select these controls to rotate. Okay, that looks good. I can rotate these joints. Okay, and I can control these spine. Okay, I can make him bend. Okay, good enough. Okay, and let me try the head. Okay, so I can make him turn. Okay, there are some little skinning issues which we will fix when we do the skinning properly. Okay, so that completes creating control curves for a human character. So I'll just reset everything back to 0. Now this is one of the main reason why we freeze the transformation, so that whenever we end up in some messy pose, we can just zero everything out so that it'll come back to the standard pose. So that's why you have to make sure that all your control curves are zeroed out. That means all their transformation are frozen. So this completes creating control curves for character rigging.